Welcome back to just a quick follow-up video on our 76 series. Just to answer a few questions I got again, and a few things that I found out about the 76 that I haven't seen anywhere, and to refute a few of the claims that the press guys are putting out there about the V8s. Not that it matters now because you can't get them anymore, but there was obviously a push by the press to get everybody to buy the 2.8 and move away from the 4.5. But now Toyota's done that anyway. One of the big things I found out was it's just had its first service, and the cap price is about $535, which is a bit steep. I think in the first 5 years to maintain warranty, it's every 6 months, that's over $5,000. I guess that's Toyota's way for making up for all the money they lost on the early DPF units that they had to warrant for 10 years. Anyway, there's something I found. I was talking to the bloke in spare parts from Toyota the other day about the tow bar. When it was fitted, the guys had to re-drill the chassis to get it to fit, and he told me there's actually 4 tow bars that fit. I don't know how true that is, but he works for Toyota, I guess he knows. Obviously we got one of the wrong ones, so it took them 3 hours to fit the tow bar. It wasn't just bolt on, it was drill, re-drill. Anyway, it's on now. But the thing is, it is very, very low, and the safety chains have to go all the way back, so I had to extend my chains on the caravan so fitted properly. They were too long on the 200 series but too short on the 76. Anyway, just a small problem. I reckon I have watched every YouTube video doing reviews on the 70 series Landcruisers, and all these press guys, I don't know where they get it from, but they say the 70 series just drinks fuel. Drinks it. They're quoting figures of 20 litres per 100 on the highway in their standard form. I don't know where they're getting this from, so I've just done a highway run about 400 k's, so I'm just going to see what I get if I can get out of this intersection. And we'll see how accurate they are. One of the press guys didn't even bother to do a calculation. He just said, oh, a mate of his told him that they got the worst fuel economy of any car. Another bloke said that they were quoting the fuel economy around town as being better than what they were getting on the highway. Doesn't make sense to me, so I'm just going to fill up and see what mine was. And that's another thing one of these press guys said. They said you need a key to open the fuel cap. Well, for anyone else, there's a puller here for the bonnet and a puller here for the fuel cap. And here's something else nobody's mentioned. Pull up on a hill, hold your foot on the brake, take your foot off the brake, and for a few seconds you have hill start assist. So take your foot off the brake, it holds. As soon as you start to let your clutch out, away you go. So we'll try that again in my driveway. It's a bit steeper. So we're pulled up on the hill, take my foot off the brake, and it holds for about 5 seconds after you release your foot off the brake. Enough time to get organised to do a hill start. So I've just topped up, took 55, just over 55 litres, 450 something, 452 kilometres, whether that shows up, 12.25 litres per 100. Now, according to my maths, that's a lot less than 20 litres per 100. And for a car this size, well, not bad, I don't think. And it's very, very close to the same figures they quoted for the 2.8. After my highway run, I put it in for a wheel balance and wheel alignment because it just felt very floaty on the highway run. I still had the tyres up at 42, so we've let the tyres down and we run them at 36 now. But it corrected a little bit, but it's just runs smoother with the load on the back, with the caravan on. It's weird. Obviously it's made to take the load. Yeah, I like the way it I prefer the way it drives with the load than without it, but I'll get used to it. Another thing you may not know, but here and here, that's my very professional wiring, they're power boxes. They're already pre-fused. So in here you've got a ignition, accessories and live battery mounting point, so you can fit your accessories into these boxes. The same over here. This one's called accessories fuses. So they're already pre-wired. I fitted my GPS. I put a cigarette lighter in under the dash for my GPS. Easy, because it's all pre-wired to an accessories point under there. Now, something I didn't know, and probably everybody else did, but I didn't know. But this tow bar, if I can get down, up there is what they call an anti-rattle bolt, or up there is what used to be an anti-rattle bolt. Now I thought an anti-rattle bolt was for when you had something hooked onto your tow bar and you didn't want it rattling as you drove along. But no, the anti-rattle bolt is to be used when you've got no load on your tow hitch. So I tightened mine up when I had the caravan on and it's broken off. No warranty, because I didn't read the manual. Not that I'd ever use it, because if I'm not towing I take the hitch out. So while I got the bonnet up, the obviously the bonnet on this facelift model no longer has the scoop for the intercooler. Still got the top mounted intercooler, but now it's cooled the same way as the 200 is. So the air comes through the bonnet, so there's a cutout in the front of the bonnet. Air comes through the scoops, goes down through the vanes into the intercooler. So you've got to make sure you get the right bonnet protector, otherwise you block off your intercooler. What else didn't I know? Well, the experts don't tell us. A couple of them mentioned the gaps because they changed the shape of the bonnet. They changed the height of the guards as well, and they're all open and exposed. Good if you want to work on it, but I'll see how that goes for dust There's a good 2-inch gap there. If there's too much dust and crap coming up, then I'll block them off. I think that's it. Interior is really basic. Somehow I'll have to save up and buy a full console, centre console. I had one in the 79 that was, yeah, I loved it because you can actually lean on it then. This you can't lean on it. So I've got the UHF fitted, I've got my TPMS from the other cars I've had. The Navman is now wired in to a cigarette lighter underneath the dash. Safety Dave, reversing camera, mirror / mirror. Standard, this has got wired CarPlay and Android Auto through that cable, but I've just ordered off the internet an adapter wired to wireless, so it'll plug in there and just mount there, so I don't have to plug the phone in all the time. And that's all I've done so far. Just looking forward to the next trip, which will be in November, so I guess we'll see you again then. Thanks for watching.